And we are off. Welcome to the Deep in the Woods podcast, episode 3. We're already 3 episodes in. It's getting crazy. I'm here with Hawks, our producer, Benny. Welcome back to the podcast.
What's up, guys?
Excited.
Glad you guys are here.
It's a party.
It's a party. We just got back from week 2 at Veterans Park. Lots of drama, lots of excitement, lots to talk about.
Is that what we're going to call it? Lots of drama?
I mean, yeah.
We'll get to some drama in a little bit.
Yeah. So
it's good.
We'll hop right into it. And we got something special at the end of the video to touch on. And so stick around. It's going to get fun.
Got a treat for you.
Yep. So it's
you'll want to be there for it.
For sure.
Yep. And so so we'll go into the storylines of week 2 at Veterans. Go ahead, Hawks. What do you got?
All right. Pardon me. So a lot of fun. I want to point out, and we'll touch on it here in a little bit, Birdie Fund was hit, which is exciting. Longest putt got even longer, very end. There was even an experience for a CTP that was, I don't know, how close was it?
I mean, I wasn't part of that, so I'm not sure.
I mean, the CTP stuck for a long time.
For a long time.
3 feet away.
Yeah,
maybe,
3 feet?
if that, yeah.
If
Whoever hit that, on point, man.
Yeah, it was a fantastic shot. I stepped up to it, was like, holy smokes.
Whoever did that CTP, great shot. You might be the best disc golfer in the league.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're just playing good golf at that point.
Right.
But we have another man who just took it. He said, enough is enough. I'm going to put this thing in my back and I'm going to take over.
There were even naughty words. No, there wasn't naughty words on the card.
I'm pretty sure it said something, you suck, maybe. I don't know who he was talking to, though.
So what happened?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I just complimented Sean Clancy last week about how I think he's a sleeper and that he's, and so I had a CTP. And what's everyone's favorite thing to do in the Woods Disc League?
You had a CTP.
Yeah.
I had a CTP. Why are we
Benny
make this a
McDaniel
big
had
thing?
a CTP for a while,
you
too.
Want a middle name?
Yes, most of the game.
It felt like he was going to walk away with it.
Oh, I literally said it landed. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. Unless
100%.
someone hits an ace. Thanks, Sean.
Attaboy, Sean.
Appreciate you putting it in the bucket from 120 out. I really appreciate it. And you took CTP from me. But congratulations.
Exciting. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Way to
I
go,
don't know.
Sean.
Do you call that an ace? Is it an ace?
It's an ace, but it doesn't.
He can't count it towards his number of aces.
Correct.
But it's an
It's
ace.
fake ace.
We can call it an ace right
It's a
now.
face.
Yeah. But
Okay. Good job, dude. Thanks for taking it from me because, that's everyone's favorite thing to do in the Woods Disc League. Appreciate it.
That's exciting. I'm
Gotta keep
hoping
up with the times.
Keep up with the times. I like it.
expecting to do that next week.
Well, let's get back to what you're talking about, though. Longest putt and birdie fun.
And I think it's similar scenario where Nicholas had the longest putt for most of the round.
It was like a 55-foot bomb.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was huge. It was longer than that.
Was it?
He threw way past the basket.
He went on the other side of the basket. So I was like,
And then he absolutely canned it.
yeah. I thought it was a good strategy because looking at the back, you don't know how close it is. And so you're like, well, I don't know where do I?
When I saw it, I'm like, well, there's no reason to throw the disc out. I might as well just try to hit it from the box.
tee box. Yeah.
I threw a drone really high. This is on my second round, and it went right behind the basket. And I thought there was a chance, and then no, it didn't.
So for those of you guys who aren't sure, what we did was we went about 200 feet away, and you had an upshot, and then you're not playing for score. You're just trying to throw in your longest putt.
That's right.
There's a lot of strategy to it.
Yeah,
It was great.
Yeah, and Christian had a very far one, only to be topped by Zeke and Matt on
Their last hole.
their final hole. They started on 1 and they finished on B, which was the longest putt, and bam.
2 feet further.
Which
That's all it was.
does anyone
High strats.
Do you know was it short of the basket or was it long?
He went past. He
He
went past
literally
the basket.
was behind the flag 2 feet.
Oh wow!
And then hit the button.
Behind, yeah. He went
But
beyond.
hold on, that's not where the story ends for Zeke and Matt for the night.
Oh, carry on.
They also took the birdie fund, the only ones.
Just raking
$74
something like that.
between the 2 weeks.
Thick.
So it
thick
starts
wad.
over for those of you guys coming next week. Our money starts over. Whatever's contributed next week, don't get as much. They took it. So
They also got big 3 points each, which will be reflected in
huge.
Those points
spreadsheet.
count too.
It's a big deal. Very
bonus
big deal.
points won the league last season
It's a big deal.
Yep.
or last year. Yeah.
So
So good work, Zeke and Matt. Way to take it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I think the biggest storyline from today was the Obi. Just the amount of punishment guys are taking from Obi, and I don't want to highlight Benny's
let's
faults
talk about
again.
Let's just continue to talk about the punishment. So,
tell us.
listen, we played 18 holes. We played under par for 17 of those holes. It was great,
That's pretty good.
It's good golf, but you got to play full 18, right?
You got to play a full 18. The problem is on that other hole, wasn't the 18th hole.
You can talk about it. It's a tough hole.
We'll get there. So that other hole, we're just gonna call it that, happened to be just half as many tee pads there were in the park. So listen, you guys should really look at the hole before you throw. Just some advice as a fellow disc golfer who, when you were in school and the teacher would put directions at the top, it's like put your name on the paper and turn it in. Mm-hmm. And if you turn it in, you get 100. If you do anything more than that, you don't get 100.
You don't follow directions.
Right. So I didn't look at the hole. I just saw, hey, this is a great hyzer route, but I couldn't hit the gap.
Yeah.
3 times.
Who's your partner? Give some context.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Ethan, great to have him. His buddies came last week, and so they invited him. Great dude, fairway player. I mean, literally like 200 lasers down the middle.
What was your guys' strategy going into this hole?
Well, we had different strategies. I actually was really confused when he did a forehand flick out to the left. I'm like, oh, well, you can't throw that way. I should have done it. After I hit the trees, I don't know why my brain was saying, no, it's island. It's island. You need to hang it out to the right. And I kept hitting a tree. And all of them, like it was like a twig, not a big tree. Mm-hmm. And it just sat down before the sidewalk and I was OB. And so I literally, 4 drives later, I finally are there.
So context for those of us who weren't there, temporary hole, extra hole, whatever you want to call it,
right.
Alternative tee from the parking lot, trees, twigs. That's what Benny's talking about.
But
However,
there's a sidewalk that crosses.
It was a carry. You had to carry past the sidewalk, which was, depending on where you cross, 100 feet to 150
through trees.
I mean, it's not a long throw.
But it's not easy.
Nope.
It's a hook. It's a little bit of a hook.
If you want to get to the basket.
If you're throwing that route. And so I'm trying to hook. And, I mean, all of them would have been
fine.
Inside circle without the twigs in the way.
Yeah,
sure.
So, I mean, obviously it's also, there's no leaves or anything. So I'm like, sweet, I'll just throw it out there, let it hyzer in. Guys, I was defeated after that hole. So much so that I was at the bottom of the leaderboard tonight.
Sorry, Ethan.
Yeah, sorry, dude. That was totally. I mean, neither one of us did it, so I'm giving you half the blame. But there was 17. There was 17 other holes that I could have helped, and I was defeated after that. So,
Nate, what'd you get on that hole?
I got it too.
All right, that's cool, man. Just bring that up.
I mean,
how close were you?
I didn't know how to say it, but I thought we did pretty good.
Listen,
Zach, I was about 15 feet away.
All right.
And Zach putted it in. So Zach was my finisher.
What'd you get?
Well, I mean, you ever played horseshoes? What's it called? A leaner?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. You had a leaner on that hole?
You had a leaner?
Wow.
How many throws to get to the leaner?
Oh, it was surprisingly, we only took one. Tom and I just dominated.
Dang.
Sweet.
Hey, good job, guys. Between the average of all of us, 2, 2, 9, we're at like a 5.5. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So, it's 2.5 over par.
So, big storyline though, there was a lot of OB making islands, making it more challenging. The regular layout is good. Mm-hmm. When you introduce the out of bounds, it makes it a little bit harder. And then when you introduce, veterans tends to be quite windy.
Yeah.
And doesn't matter where you are on the course, you're going to feel it, and it's going to do something goofy to your discs. Even 10 mile an hour wind makes it a little bit more difficult. Mm-hmm. So it played harder. My prediction of 14 under was not met. I think 10 under was the winning, and I believe that is attributed to
actually a tied winning.
I'm sorry, I apologize. Was the hot round?
The hot round.
And
did you see who had those hot rounds?
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll get into that
in a second. That in a minute.
Let's go over who we played with real quick. That way we can get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Cox, go ahead.
Yeah. So had the privilege of playing with Tom. Me and Tom, we were dominating, and then we got a bogey on our last hole. But
what was that hole?
It was hole 2.
Ooh.
But it was true hole 2, the shorter of the island hole, and
just didn't make it.
Yeah, there's the sun.
Short
the sun
left?
was in my eyes, and
you go short left.
I hit basically the picnic table. That was a little bit off to the left, just in front of it. So it wasn't bad, but played with Tom, and we were consistent, just playing a lot of pars, decent amount of bogeys, decent amount of birdies. I think we shot 7 under. Then we played in a group. It was a group of 6, 6 of them. Wade played with Michael Thomas, and they won our group. I believe they shot 8 under. They just played very good. Example, our last hole, Wade threw it out of bounds. Michael sticks the island. Done. Make the putt.
Michael did?
Yeah, absolutely.
Michael Thomas?
Michael Thomas threw a little flex
Dude,
line with.
We talked about this in week 1. He might be one of the sleepers
much better.
that we see moving C to B eventually.
I think he's moving into B. I just think he has that consistent.
He's getting consistent.
Pressure's on, buddy.
The whole flexi route, like he's got it down now.
He pulled out I don't know what it was called, but it was a -2-1. I didn't. He does all the
MVP and stuff like that.
Weird.
Yeah.
So
No, we have to be a non-biased. Like it can't just be all Innova and Discraft.
which is fine, but we'll call it.
See a lot of Discraft on the table.
Yeah. All right. So Michael stuck the island. Good on you, Mike. That was a great toss. And then the other two were John Vestal and who did John play with?
You had a 6-some, right?
Yeah. Sam Cobb. And those guys started out 4 under through 4. They were just killing it.
That's awesome.
They're consistent golfers.
Absolutely. 45-footer, done.
No problem.
And then they stick it close. 30-footer, done. Then they stick it close. They were just playing really. And then they got cooled off a little bit.
I was going to say.
Unfortunately, they hit 2 bogeys on the island hole 2, and whatever it is, 11. And that killed their score.
Oh, yeah.
But good group. Had a lot of fun.
It's tough life.
Bogeys will get you.
Yeah. Benny?
So
I was with Ethan. He was obviously my
newer
teammate.
guy, right? First time?
Yeah. He's played, kind of his, he said his go-to course, I believe he said was Firefighters, I think.
Okay. A little bit further north.
But really consistent, nice dude. I think he's an engineer or something. Just, you could tell he's smart and super kind. He's a good card mate to play with. And then Steven. Who did Steven play with?
Where's Steven?
Matt Shimmy, old Mr. Show Up and hit an ace out of nowhere guy.
That guy.
And they played great. They didn't have as good as the front 9 as they did the back 9.
Sure.
They heated up a little bit. They ended up being 5 down, I believe.
That's good.
Played pretty good. Steven was kind of mad at himself, but he was playing pretty good.
I noticed they started out slow. So I was looking at the scorecards early on, and Steven and Matt weren't crazy.
They started out with a bogey.
Yeah.
But putting was their struggle.
I'm going to interrupt you and say this is your guys' fault. You guys put so much pressure on Steven to start the year.
Well, that's the goal, really, right?
I mean, the back 9 holes, the tougher holes, they got neg 6.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I think the bogey at start took a while to shake off. And
Sure.
honestly, if they would have putted better.
They're +1 through the front 9.
Yeah, if they would have putted better, they would have been close to that neg 10 spot. That's all it was, honestly. Like, Steven was parking a lot. Even Matt parked a couple.
Yeah.
Like, the island hole, I was blown away with some of his shots. And Matt, I even discovered through the middle of, he blamed this on you, Aaron. He said he holds a disc like this and doesn't tuck it. And I was like, hey, why don't you start tucking it? And it was an absolute 300-foot perfect straight laser. And I'm like, hey, you should try that. He goes, I think I'm going to come every week now. And just throw. So, but obviously fun card. Matt had his kids, and so they threw with us, and it was a good time. But putting was the struggle on their side. For us, it was disc golf in general, and that one hole. So
cool. Putting is the real deal.
Yep.
That'll make or break some scores.
Yep,
100%. I played with Zach Ellis, and then Christian and Caleb Haddon were on the other team.
Got some youth, huh?
Yeah, we had a blast. It was a fun card. Zach Ellis's first time, Caleb's first time out to league. You could tell they got a lot better as we played. Like, it was first couple holes, they were really struggling.
Sure.
They turned it on towards the end. They were providing a lot of value towards the end.
that's cool.
A lot of fun, a lot of good stuff. We started out neg 1 through the front 9, and then we finished at neg 7. So we kind of turned it on.
Wow.
On the back 9, which was good. Zach was putting towards the end of it, which, in the beginning he was a little not putting as many in, but
Probably nervous.
Yeah, he's just nervous.
Right.
But he started to turn it on and really do well. So I was pumped about that.
Putting league is for real.
Yep.
Zach and Caleb will tell you.
I putt better in the wind than I do in the gym. I'm dead serious.
I believe it. You get that, that elevated putt. So
Yeah, helps. Just chills out.
Yep. And so
cool.
I'm trying to find where they finished. So they ran into the same issue Benny ran into. It was
Being
infamous
handsome.
hole 12.
The dreaded island.
The dreaded island. That's what
What'd they
killed
get?
their. So they got a 7.
Oh, it must be
So
nice.
not as bad as, Benny, but
Not as bad as a 9.
but it was still hard to watch him walk off that tee and be like, and they pitched up. They ended up pitching up instead
Smart.
of
We call that good baseball.
keep on attacking. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah. It's a crazy idea. Well, somebody would do that.
So
I think they made a movie about that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
So I know they're going to bounce back. I know they
Yeah.
are. So
Absolutely.
lots more golf to be played.
For sure.
You use your best
It's
5.
it's best of 5 weeks, right?
Yeah, best of 5.
Yeah, so
lots
this
of
will be a
golf.
throwaway,
Yeah.
for me.
So that was kind of the storyline of our round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Good to see all the first timers there,
yeah, and I thought they had a really good time, which is huge when you're talking about first time.
I think
golfers.
there were 8 or 9 some old faces from last season.
That just this is their first
Week back for whatever reason, probably the cold, but
But it's good. Like some of the guys that just found us on UDisc, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, some of the newer guys.
Caleb and Zach, those guys are buddies. We all know them, but this is their first week there. That was cool. Caleb, he was just gonna walk and hang out, and I was like, "Hey, I got a bag in my car."
Yeah.
and he loved it.
It was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
He had a blast. So
Good.
I think he's gonna definitely come back.
I love that. If he doesn't, then when he watches this, he's gonna have the pressure.
Yep.
So,
Yep. And then
that's good.
kind of our last shout out, Annie Fleming came out and took photos for everyone.
Yeah, that's sweet. I'm excited to see those.
Nice work.
We should have some good content to put
Yeah.
out for everyone.
Hopefully, by
Maybe,
the time you guys see this, we'll see some sweet photos.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know who else she got. I mean, I would be totally fine if she didn't get a picture of all my OB strokes.
I think I told her to go take a couple photos of you
Hang
guys on
out.
hole 12.
hang on,
So-
hole 12.
That's really nice of
Hole
you.
12 seemed to be the.
See the real
And I'm done with the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
the real joy in people's faces
Right.
after the 5th
I was
row.
like, are you kidding?
Yep.
4th throw.
I'm sorry. I misadded.
That's cool.
Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Nah, it looks good.
I think we're good. So we're going to transition into a segment we're going to call Hawks' Top 20. And I'll let
Specifically,
him do it.
these are the power rankings.
Power rankings.
Hawks' power rankings.
Hawks' Power rankings. This is going to be coined.
You want to be on this list.
Yep.
So
Can you have
basically,
more than one spot on this list?
What do you mean?
Can you have like more than one spot? Could I be like number 1 and 20 at the same time for different reasons?
That's an interesting thought.
No. The
Not
answer's
right now,
Okay.
no. But
But I'm probably not on the list at all, so just keep going.
well, we'll see. So this is based on everything in league and nothing to do outside of league. This is based on results and just different things that you have done and what I believe that you will do.
It's subjective.
But it's correct.
Yep. 100%.
You
100%
winked
correct.
with your right eye. They couldn't see that.
They
So.
didn't need to see it. We're
So
good.
if you want a good chance at getting on Hawks' list at least,
Pay
get
good
on
money.
his card, but make sure you play good.
if you don't play good,
Only those
oh,
weeks.
boy, you in
Or
trouble.
slip a 20 to him,
Yeah, it's whatever it takes. So
All right, hit us.
number 1, or do we go 20?
Oh, you
I
definitely
like
go
20.
20.
I think you
up.
go 20.
I apologize.
Yeah,
I
20.
jumped the gun there.
Definitely go
All
20.
Number 20. We're talking about just good old steady Will. Will Kotchis. He
Dude.
just will always, if you have
I
him as a
agree.
partner, he will always help.
Yep.
Well, I mean, he's such a good golfer. Like
Yeah.
He's consistent.
he's consistent.
He won't have trouble on
Mr.
hole
Smooth
12.
himself.
This is what this podcast has turned into is
no, I'm
how
not-
bad did Benny play or
I'm
get
just-
CTP stolen
This
this,
is a
week?
very in general.
Well,
This is not a
it's a lot of
pointed at
fingers
you.
pointing
This is
towards you.
just-
All right, number 19. we got to
Number
move.
19. Aaron Bolin. Same as Will.
Yeah.
He will be high on the scoreboard some weeks. Some weeks will be a little bit lower, but he's there,
Yep.
and he's a good ball player.
Yep.
Number 17.
You skipped 18.
That's what I meant. Number 18. I
Math is
apologize.
hard.
I tell you. So, unfortunately for this gentleman, dropped from the preseason rankings pretty significantly. And we're putting Steven Demick
Ah, dang.
on
18.
on number 18. So, Steve, take that as a chip on the shoulder. Get angry.
Yep.
All right. Next, Bernie.
Bernie at 17.
And the reason why Bernie is down at 17 is because he came up to, and it's true, he's just off, just a little bit off. timing's off, just a little bit off. So Bernie definitely has room for improvement.
Knocking off the rust.
Yeah, he's just got to,
That's all right.
takes a little bit longer for us old guys to get back in the flow.
Right.
You're with me. Next.
I don't know what that feels like.
Well, next, and I don't know why I have him so high, but I've got Benny.
Ooh.
The reason why we have Benny so high is because Benny is always in the hunt for CTPs. And if somebody doesn't take it from
why
him,
does it matter?
because if somebody doesn't happen to take it from him, he's got extra points there.
So what
it
does that
won't
say about
always
my
happen.
game?
You were on.
No, it means I can't putt.
Well,
If I'm always in the hunt for CTPs, but I can't close. No, that just means I'm good on those holes. Never mind.
it's
There's
those holes.
17 other holes.
there's a
Keep
lot
going.
going on. There's a lot going on. We run into hole 12 all the time.
Oh my gosh.
All
No,
right.
we don't.
Next,
Never had a
we've got Sam Cobb. Sam Cobb has just, I played with him today and I was more and more impressed. He's got a lot more snap on the forehand. He's working on his backhand. He'll sit here and tell you know what? I got to work on my backhand.
That's fair.
And he's a couple holes he stepped up with that Mando. He was like, man, I got to throw backhand. He threw a decent shot, but he's like, yeah, afterwards walking to the disc, he's like, yeah, I don't know how to do this. I got to go out and do a field and throw.
It'll get better.
So go work, Sam. But he's got some serious snaps, so good on him.
Yep.
Marcos, if you will. He was higher up in my original poll, and he's got it. He's just, golf is mental.
It's all up there.
I got to talk to him. And,
That's fair.
you got to talk to him, Benny.
Well,
Tell him.
we'll just have a chat.
Yeah, just let him
Sit
know.
him
Come on.
down.
Give him a little
in the
back
corner.
rub. Say, come on now.
Yep.
All right. Next, twin number one, Christian. Christian is a very, very good disc golfer. The more he plays, the better he's going to get.
What number is
He
this?
would have had a way better score if he didn't shoot that 7, but he shot really well. He threw well.
Today was difficult.
Today was
It was
difficult.
13.
Okay.
All you need is 5.
That's fair.
From there, one cheater, Dylan. Left-handed cheater.
First cheater on the list.
That's right. Young kid.
Dude, he's
Throws far.
closing in fast on
Absolutely.
getting better and better.
As Aaron said, he plans on being in the A pool here in a couple of weeks. Yeah, if he, I mean, again, you can get some extra distance on your throw, but being young and being able to twist and stuff and snap, those dudes, I can't do it.
That's fair.
He's just got to figure out golf. Like,
my
if he can
back.
start playing golf,
Yeah,
Right.
he'll start producing a lot of big numbers.
absolutely, absolutely. Next on the list, I have Trevor Stewart. Trevor is new. I played with him new to our league. Apologize. I played with him last week. He played very, very well. He performed very, very well this week. He will be a very difficult individual to beat week in and week out. So Stewart's up there.
That's fair.
If you guys haven't played with him or
I've played
against
with
him, he is.
Be prepared, huh?
Yeah, he's a good ball player.
I've heard big things about him. I mean, I just feel him coming. That's all.
Just watch yourself.
All right.
All right. Top 10. Twin number 2, Nicholas.
Ooh.
They're you guys
Pretty
are right
close.
there. You guys
twins.
are right there. Yeah, you're twins. Nicholas's performance has just been a little bit better.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That's fine.
That's fun.
yeah,
Now you're hopping in your top 10, eh?
absolutely.
This is number 9 right here, right?
Now we're down to number 9.
All right.
Mr. Fake Ace himself, Sean Clancy,
Fancy.
broke the top 10.
Good for you, dude.
Yep.
Must feel nice. Take a CTP and hit number 9 on Sean's or on Hux's list this week.
Power ranking number 9.
It's
It's
fine.
moving up.
That's fine.
And have a top 3 seed in March Madness.
He might be pushing for an A2. We gotta start talking about that.
We got to start that. Well, we'll see.
He was
slow down.
He was a close conversation today.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
he's getting closer.
Okay, there you go, Sean. Next, number 8, sitting across from the table, Mr. Nate.
Hey,
Yeah, Nate he's got that
everybody makes mistakes sometimes, you know.
Everyone has those days.
Yeah,
the buttery smooth release. That's all it is.
Oh, shit.
that's true.
And sometimes, but we'll get there. I got you up here for a reason.
Yeah, I mean,
fair.
I anticipate there being a little green arrow at the top saying I'm going up these next couple weeks.
That's,
Love it.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Like it.
All right, next, number 7, we've got Tony Lewis. A lot of doubters.
I think we all disagree with that
a
one.
lot of doubters called him out early.
Well, Tony, I mean, he hasn't really just.
We didn't say he was a bad disc golfer. We just said we thought he wouldn't
Regress.
do that good.
Well,
I mean, Tony's regression is better
he tied
than
with
my
me and you.
progression. Let's be honest.
He tied with me and you at Neg 7 today.
Yeah, he's there.
Well, there's a partner.
Yeah.
Who's his partner?
I have no idea.
I don't know who Tony played with today.
That's fine.
Oh, he played with Jeff Zelenko. And Tony will
Jeff's
admittedly say Jeff played fantastic today. Good on you, Jeff.
Good work.
Well done.
So
Way to carry that.
he's your number
scrub.
7.
Yep. Who's
Yeah.
your number 6?
Number 6, Sean Gallagher.
Ooh.
Everyone's like, who's Sean? I
like
know.
it.
I don't know who Sean is.
He plays as well.
You know who he is?
Oh, I know Sean.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's not say why we know who he is today.
Okay.
We'll wait for that.
All right. Sean Gallagher, you got 6th. Well done. All right. I got to throw myself at number 5.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
How's that
I
feel?
just, I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Wait, you know,
I
you
agree.
got to honor your list.
I agree.
Honor the rankings.
You're a top 5 player, 100%.
Bottom of top 5.
Pat you on the back.
Fair. All right.
You got to follow the metrics that go into this list.
right.
Absolutely. It's all,
Right. It's
I
all-
got it. It's up here. All right.
Spreadsheets galore.
Number 4, Mr. Wade. Mr. Wade played exceptionally well
I have
today.
still not played.
He deserves it. I thought he would have pushed top 3, but we'll put him at 4.
His downfall is inconsistent, specifically on the putting surface. And he'll tell you, his first 5 holes, they had decent looks. Not 10 footers.
Right.
But we're 25, 30 footers.
Yeah.
A couple outside, a couple just inside, and they were just off. Then they got hot. His team shot 8 under.
Yeah.
He's a good player. He's got a lot of snap. When he gets that putting down.
Number 4 moves up
good
if
boy.
he gets that down.
Exactly right.
Number 3. This is big here. Top
Number
3.
3, Zeke Nitz.
What?
Here's why. Dude
No,
scores.
let me back up. Hold on. I want to make sure.
Sure.
I think you're a good player. I just didn't think he was top 3. I didn't think he was better than you.
Power rankings, Zeke scores points.
Yep.
Oh, tonight proves it. Actually,
Zeke scores points.
I will eat my words.
He's like, and who knows what he's going to do, but
That's fair.
he'll just hit. He's done it the last 3 seasons. He's going to score points.
Okay.
That's what this
bonus
is.
points matter. We just talked about that. So
That's right.
all right, number
Number 2 on my list.
Where was Zeke this week?
It doesn't matter. He's scoring points.
Yeah.
Oh, he's scoring points. I know
We're talking about league power rankings, not just who's the
this
best
is-
disc
He
golfer.
tied for
Absolutely
11th. I just want to make sure that's
Just
understood.
wait. At the end of the season, you'll be like, dude, Zeke, you got like
Look at the
18
camera and
bonus
tell
points.
Zeke.
Tied
You
for
see,
11th.
you heard that? You hear that, Zeke? This guy.
I just
Yeah.
want to make sure we're keeping
Hey.
honest. That's all.
Power rankings, bro.
Power rankings. My
I would've
bad.
had a
I didn't mean to
bonus point.
question it. I didn't mean to question
The
it.
algorithm is here.
I would have had a bonus point tonight, but that's fun. All right,
Number 2 might come as a surprise, but
it's not going to be Aaron Nitz.
it is Aaron Nitz.
It's Aaron Nitz. That's
Number
crazy.
2. He has won 2 weeks in a row. Well, he won week 1 and then tied for week 2 as an A player. It's expected. And he said he didn't putt very well today. Okay.
So
Neither
let's
did all of
think
us.
about this. So you're taken, Aaron's taken,
Mm-hmm.
Nate's taken, Tony's taken, Wade's taken. These are some of our top guys. So who?
Mind you, caveat here, if you've only been here 1 week, it's hard for you to make the power rankings.
Yeah, you got to come 2 weeks.
Agreed. I'm
least.
excluding.
At least.
I'm excluding some of the guys that are good disc golfers that just haven't been here.
Sure.
So who does that leave at number 1?
Any guesses?
Give you guys a second.
He's the only gentleman who has won 2 weeks in a row outside of Aaron, but he's the only gentleman who's won 2 weeks in a row from both the C pool and then the B pool. How good do you have to be to win in both C and then carry your squad in both C and then B pool?
That's actually really good.
Yeah, that's Tyler. Number 1 power ranking.
Tyler who?
That's a really good question, Tyler.
That's a good question, Tyler.
Nobody
No
knows
one.
your
We
last
have
name.
no idea what your last name is.
If you look on the score sheet, it says Tyler.
Tyler. Yep. But hold on. How'd they do tonight?
They tied for first.
And they
His
shot.
teammate was
10
Sean
down.
Gallagher, who is number 6 on my list.
That's crazy. So
10 down.
Oh,
Tyler.
I just want. There's only one Tyler in the group, right?
There's only one Tyler.
So
in
I'm
the
just looking at the sign-in sheet. There is a last name, and I think he deserves to
He
get the last
deserves.
name.
Wow, that's on us,
And,
Tyler.
Apologies.
What's that last name?
I'm actually gonna read it. Spell out the letters just so there's understanding of how difficult this looks.
Maybe
to
you know
pronounce.
what? You know what, Nate? Let's just be good with this. Tyler, you are Tyler, and that we're all going to be comfortable.
You're
with
Tyler, the number 1 on top 20 Hawks power rankings. There you have it. Let's see it. Oh yeah. I mean,
I could say it, but I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to leave it. I think I know how to pronounce it, but let's leave it.
I think the E's silent.
You said not to say it. I actually think it's Kepke.
Okay. Right, well, he'll tell us all.
So what you guys talk about in episode 3 of the podcast? Well, we didn't know how to say this guy's last name.
Yeah, it was tough.
But we know that he's number 1 on the
he's
power
number
rankings.
1 on the power rankings. So there you have it.
Good work.
There will be some movement. Potentially next week.
That'll be exciting to see where people shift.
We're going to hold on to this.
I love
Frame it.
Cool. Now we're going to transition into our raffle drawing. It's a new segment we're doing. And so we're going to do this every week.
What?
Yep.
We're going to raffle off a disc to anyone that was at this previous league night. So if you show up to league, you are automatically entered into this raffle of a disc.
Listen, and when you show up and when you sign up matters. So we actually use the sign-in sheet. I mean, obviously it's all a chance, random. But it's random. But we got ourselves a little bingo.
What are we giving away today?
So we're going to be giving away a disc. We actually pre-chose the disc. It is a beautiful. Is it Mogo?
Yeah, Mogo Ringer GT.
It's a Ringer GT, great disc. It's a
stabler run.
It's a pretty stable run, but it's a great straight flying disc with a little slow finish at the end.
Reliable.
Anything under like 200, great. It's kind of like is not a stable zone in my mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. But great disc.
You want it.
But for all the guys that showed up at league tonight, we're going to do a random draw, and whatever number we pull, we're going to look at the sign-in sheet, and that's who's going to win the disc. Cool? All right, so here we go.
I'm cool with it.
I'm going to mix it up.
You just do the...
No, but I don't want it to...
Well, that's pretty loud.
You got to go the other way to mix it up.
There's already one fell out.
We're new at this.
It's okay.
Except
Should I put it back in?
Yeah, that doesn't count. That was fake.
I didn't even look at the number, so sorry.
It's got to come out properly.
So go this way?
No. Yeah.
You're good. Yeah.
All right, now here we go.
All right, so I'm nervous.
Oh, it fell out. That's it, though.
All right, what's my number?
Ready? 41.
Well, we didn't have 41. I went up to 42 in here, so do another one.
Wow.
Out of all the ones we could have pulled.
We're so excited.
All right, here we go. All right, let's see. It's going to be 42. Watch.
We had 38 guys here today.
I'm sorry, we had 38 people here.
Here we go. Ready?
Who's
number 26.
26?
26 on the list. Wow. He's a cheater. Mr. Nicholas Ciara Martero.
Nicholas Ciara Martero.
Wow. Well, that's exciting.
Which I heard was hitting huge putts tonight. By the way.
Yeah, I saw
like 90 footers. So there you go, buddy. You got a Ringer GT. You can grab it from us at League next week. Good work. Thanks for coming to League tonight.
Way to go.
Yeah, that was exciting. Next, we'll transition into the Zambia tournament coming up. I know we've been talking a lot about it. We're going to keep on talking about it because it's coming up soon. Go ahead, Ox.
It is a big deal to us because it's the first tournament that we are having the privilege to host. And April 1st, it is a fundraiser for Eagles Wings, and that is a company that is doing ministry in Zambia through disc golf. They're setting up course. They've set up a 9-hole course. They're trying to set up an 18-hole course, and they're trying to have 3 people on staff full-time. And this tournament is designed as a fundraiser for that adventure. So April 1st, play with whomever you want.
It's flex start,
whomever you want and whenever you want. That's what the...
you choose tee time with the card mates you want.
And you
it's filling up fast too, right? We have a
33 people.
Yeah,
wow.
But you looked right before we started recording.
I thought it was 27.
You thought it was 27, and so literally...
I think the word's getting out. And I'll transition to our next segment, but I talked to a couple guys on the tournament we just played in this past weekend. We got talking. We figured out where we live, and they're like, they mentioned the Zambia tournament to us.
Yeah,
and then I transitioned and said, I'm actually running that.
Yeah,
you should totally sign up for it because it's going to be a blast.
Yeah. I'm pretty stoked about it. We actually this past week, Hawks and I were on the course, shooting some drone footage and getting some maps set up, and we're talking about doing some fly-throughs of different flight paths of disc and stuff. It's going to be pretty sweet.
We're trying to make this experience better than any other tournament that we've done or that we
at least in our area
played in.
Yep.
And these
for
are just
local tournaments. Yeah,
right.
For sure.
These are things that we're trying to do to make it an awesome experience.
It's going to be great. Sign up.
Come on out.
Discgolfscene.com.
And then I want to highlight the tournament we just played in this past weekend. We had 16 guys come out from our group.
Something
we had
like that,
18 sign up, 2 dropped.
Sure.
You're going to get it. But had a blast. We had good amount of guys placed top 3, which was exciting to see. We had pizza between rounds, and we kind of got to hang out and eat pizza. It was a bit of a sufferfest. It snowed and cold, but
that's 2 podcasts in a row where you've mentioned Sufferfest.
I think Sufferfests are good. I think they build character. So
that's great.
I think we had a great time. I was partnered up with Steven. We did really well. We placed top 3. I think we tied for 3rd. So it was his first doubles tournament. So it was his first 2-round tournament. It was funny because we were wrapping up our first round. He's like, we started talking with the other card, like, what were you doing for lunch? Getting ready for a second round. He didn't realize we had another round to go. And so he was like, wait, there's another round?
Oh, you got a lot of Frisbees to throw.
And so
the first tournaments, you learn some things.
And so it was a blast.
That's cool. Glad everybody, I didn't get to go out, but I'm glad everybody had a lot of fun.
We talked about you a little bit. We were like, man, is it good just to play in a tournament without Benny for once?
You're right. Because you don't have somebody steal the CTP from. I get it.
I mean, Marco definitely stole the CTP from me at the tournament.
Really?
He was my teammate.
Wasn't me. That's all I'm saying. Moving on.
It was a good throw.
That's good.
Cool. Hox, you got anything to talk about though?
It was cold. Weather is Michigan weather. Play with Marco. We played in the upper division, and we did okay. We very consistent. Shot 5 under, 5 under. I know Ian and Zach played, and they said Ian hit putt after putt after putt after putt, and they shot, I want to say 16.
Yeah, him and Aaron, and then
they played good.
And David, Aaron and David, and Zach and Ian.
Yeah, they
tied.
finished top 3 as well, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Doubles tournaments are fun.
Tough track.
Yeah,
it's a tough course up in Goldenrod, up near Flint. It is a lot of trees.
We played in a doubles tournament one time. Remember that?
We did, Benny, didn't we?
Yeah. That wasn't a good tournament.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that?
No, but it's just fun. It's fun to hang out with your friends.
We could talk about how we played it. We played doubles at League at Stony.
That's a good.
That's a better story, right?
We shot 12 down that day.
12 down.
No, I don't remember that.
That's fun.
I don't remember that.
So you must not have been there.
Cool.
You would have shot 12 and a half down for sure.
I mean,
right. That's cool. Playing with your friends is like
that's the best.
That's what we do.
We like getting on the course with our buddies. So that's
exactly.
Good.
And now we'll transition into next week. So we got we're moving to Emmanuel Lutheran over at 21 Mile and Romeo Plank.
Yep,
exactly. So
that's gonna be fun. It's a little it's deceiving because there is a couple longer holes, but it's a little tiny course next to a church and
it provides everything. It's just a little shorter. You know, it gives you everything you'd want in a course. I think we're going to see another week of higher birdie counts, so it's going to be birdie or die.
Yep.
It's going to be a blast. I think it's another one of those courses where you got 2 tee pads, 1 basket. So it's going to be a packed course. We'll probably have to go 1 or 2 sixums. But
it's a 9-hole, right? Like so, we're talking
correct. They have a 10th hole as an alternate hole just because the course tends to retain a lot of water, and there's a hole that's underwater often. So depending.
What's the score to beat?
First off.
Yeah, talk about your experience.
So I played in a doubles tournament, speaking of doubles tournaments, at Emmanuel in 2021 over Thanksgiving. Aaron and David were teamed up. You would think that those guys are the powerhouses. I was teamed up with Tony. We're also, we're
sleepers.
Well, this was 2 years ago, Tony.
This is 2021.
So fine.
Well, he's way good. So
he's so much worse this year, apparently.
Well, he's got some work to do.
Number 7.
So Aaron and Dave, first round, shoot 13 under. We shoot like 11 or we're down 1 or 2, 12 under. I don't remember the specific numbers. But second round was you take your own score, each individual score, and you add those together, and that's your score.
Okay.
And Aaron and Dave shoot 8 under, and it's like 7 under. Tony goes out and shoots a hot round of 13 under by himself.
And you shot +2.
And his teammate shoots even par at Emmanuel Lutheran.
Oh, I was joking.
It was a difficult life experience.
Whoa.
Followed up by the random raffle drawing because no one hit the ace, and so they did a putt off. Who gets to go first and who misses the 30-footer?
That was a rough day for you. So
I like that concept. That's fun.
So cool. The score to beat, it's actually just to beat you.
The score to beat, I think.
Beat even and you'll beat Hawks.
I'm going to stick with another 14 under. My prediction of veterans was 14. I think 14 under will absolutely be hit next week?
Mine's 12. I think 12 is the score to beat.
Okay. There's only one hole without a bounce and a Mando on another hole. So you won't have the...
Well, we got the baseball diamond. The baseball diamond is...
That's like the longest hole, right?
That's toughest hole.
If we play the baseball diamond as OB...
Which I think we should.
And then the little creek on 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that hole is going to provide a lot of bogeys.
That's fair.
I suspect it's going to be 10. I
10
think
again?
I think 10's the number.
So 10, 12, 14?
Okay.
Okay.
I think we covered.
Is it Price is Right? Did I?
Well, that averages out to be 12, so obviously we mean me. So.
Okay.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
if we're doing averages.
Right.
I wasn't playing on that one.
Cool. And then we got start time we're moving it back to 5:45 instead of 5:30. And so we still want to encourage you guys to get there as early as possible.
Yeah, it's a little further away, so it makes sense.
But we got a little more daylight to work with, and so we're gonna try and work with people as much as we can. Venmo's going really well so far. I know it's making it a ton easier. If we're gonna keep on pushing it, but obviously if you can only go cash, we'll go cash. Anything else?
I got one last thing. I didn't mention this. I apologize. This week we had 2 at 10 under. Aaron Nitz and John Jackson shot 10 under. Sean Gallagher and Tyler Kepke. They shot 10 under. And then Michael Thomas and Wade shot 9 under, followed by Trevor Stewart and Nicholas also shot 9 under. Then there's some 8s, some 7s, some 6s, some 5s.
Some plus 6s.
There's a plus 5 on there. So
is that what it was?
Yeah, that's pretty good. You came back. So yeah, those are the winners
Lots of golf left.
Winners for week 2.
That's awesome.
Cool.
So this coming week, it's going to be 12 down, and so it's going to be.
I'm excited. I haven't played in Manual Luther in a long time.
Me neither. It's been like a year and a half.
It's been a long time, and so I know. I don't know if guys have been out there, but we haven't gotten a ton of rain, so it shouldn't be as bad as previous years.
Knock on wood, it's supposed to rain the entire week.
Don't you dare.
Well, you didn't need to do that to us.
I mean, I didn't jinx it. It's
getting posted Friday, so I guess it's good that you did.
It's fair.
Because I would have looked like an idiot.
Yeah, it's fun.
I mean,
we'll have fun.
Yeah, if conditions are bad, we could see a neg 8 win it, but
you got to take it all into account.
Yep.
14 under. 14 under.
Win,
get it done.
OB.
I expect
water.
$20.
Cool
for the winner, Aaron.
And then we'll close it out right here. Go ahead and smash that like button, hit that subscribe, comment down below. We need some more comments.
Yep, come on.
We would love a little more conversation at the bottom.
And yeah,
what's that look for?
Be part of the conversation.
Do we need to discuss the super bonus?
We're a super bonus.
Super bonus.
What you're going to talk about? The super what we talked about?
Yeah.
Oh, the super bonus video.
You need the super bonus.
Yeah.
So you go into the incentive fund.
Say it again.
Okay, so if you have a video, and I think we're going to be more accustomed to taking videos of our buddies.
Yeah, for sure.
But submit your videos to us. Most likely, it's going to make it in one of these.
Yeah, so shoot us. You can shoot it to us on Discord.
Discord.
I mean, you can even text it to one of us. I don't care. But
Yep.
be a great opportunity. Great video. Terrible video. We'd love to see it, and maybe you'll get a chance to be on the pod. But before we take off, I just want you guys to check this out.